Here in Field of Bone, still level 13, and I'm about a little bit more than half. I guess that's what, 60%? So one of the things that kind of sucks about level 13, and this is the same as a lot of levels, like 4, 8, well I guess 8 didn't suck because I got meditate. Oh, I can't do yellow. One of the things that sucks about this particular level is that you are 1 level away from your new spells. And that kind of sucks because like everything that I get at my next level, I get a new heal, I get a new hit point buff. It's actually a different kind of hit point buff. I get a new undead nuke, a new regular nuke. Those are all huge. I can't use those yet. I'm not fully equipped to fight NPCs that are the same level as me. Kind of. I mean, you know, the one thing I have going for me in this situation is my level 9 spells are like fully maxed out. Like actually, I don't even know if any of these are, well, I guess Root is level 9, but that doesn't really count. If I had like a level 9 nuke, let's say, by level 13, which is 1 level away from the new spell level, it's pretty much maxed out. I mean, some spells take actually a few more levels to max out, but oh, that's the kind of thing I want. I want a greater skeleton. I had some people from that friends list that I grouped with in Kurns. Oh, there's one out there, but is it worth the risk? Oh, it's even. Ugh. Some of the people that I put on my friends list from that group, they were like, they're double my level now, pretty much. One of the guys is actually level 30. I'll take it. Now this area can be a bit dangerous because there is a guard that wanders out here, believe it or not. I think he comes from that direction, but he's definitely out there. So level 13 is a little bit rough because you're so close. Let me just try this guy. He's even. You're so close to the new spell level, yet so far. And by the way, when I get my new spell level, I'm going to need to go back so I can get all my spells. Although I did think about, I had a plan while I'm here, because I do want to show more of Kurns. It's hard to show more of Kurns when there are skeletons there that will, you know... Ow! Where the hell did that come from? Okay, I'm sure this guy's really going to appreciate me potentially having to zone this thing right in front of him. This guy actually sewed me a few minutes ago. It's hard to run around Kurns without Invis vs. Undead, which is a spell I get at level 14, but I can't get it here. Now, I was thinking about paying an Iksar Necro to run inside or Iksar anything really, to run inside Cabilis and grab some spells for me for when I ding. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, Iksars can't be clerics. How could they grab spells for you? There's no guild to grab them from. Ho ho ho. Oh shoot, I am so sorry, dude. I gotta send this guy to hell. This will probably break root, so he'll come at me. Oh man, I feel really bad. That guy was like super helpful. Oh, this is why. Okay. Hopefully he's not mad. This guy's pretty close to dying, but gosh. Okay, that's good. This root has lasted a long time. There are plenty of my level 14 spells that are like generalist spells. In fact, I wrote them all out here. I can get Bind, Cancel Magic, Expulse Undead, Healing, and Invis vs. Undead. Those should all be sold inside of Cabilis, which is the name of the Iksar city, which is right near here. Ooh, a fellow non-Iksar just ran by. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on. Come on, he's almost dead. Oh, Jesus, that was not worth the struggle. The struggle was real there. Whew. I think what I'll do, since I don't... Did that guy ever get back to me? Oh, it went up there. Defense? Nice. don't see that he had. How good was that experience? Not great. Wow, I need to get back inside Kurns where it's great. Let me met up. So all those spells... Oh, let me just do it again. Bind should be sold at both the Necro and Shaman Guild. Cancel Magic, same thing. Expulse Undead should be sold at the Necro Guild. Healing should be sold at the Shaman Guild, and Invis vs. Undead should be sold at the Necro Guild. The reason, because I do plan on going back to Fedor after I get this level. Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't standing me up. Didn't mean to send that to him, but hey, better to over-apologize than under-apologize. If I can get Invis vs. Undead, I can give a better tour of Kurns. Now, you may remember one of the things that I said I don't want to mess with when I was running here was these Burynai. I don't know if they're pronounced Burynai. I'm just going to pronounce them that way. I didn't just say that because they're yellow or anything like that. The reason I said that was because inside of Kurn's Tower, there are a bunch of those. The whole zone is pretty much just skeleton and Burynai. Now, I can invis myself starting at level 14 against undead, and it works really well. What I can't do is invis myself against anything that's not undead, like animals, like Burynai. I think they're sort of more humanoid, like I talked about once. Humanoid, yeah, they must be humanoid because they're on a faction. But either way, I don't know if invis versus animals, which is a spell druids and rangers get. I don't know if that would work on them. I don't think that works on humanoids like kobolds. Anyway, if I can invis myself versus undead, and then I run down into Kurns, and when I say down, I literally mean like elevation-wise. Because in Kurns, you can either go up or down, and you can actually go way down. If you go up, there's no Burynai up there. As soon as you go higher than the first floor in Kurns, there's no Burynai. As soon as you go lower than the first floor, and including some parts of the first floor, there are Burynai. So, if I invis myself versus undead and I run down, I'm fine. As long as I don't have bad faction with the Burynai. And if I kill just one of these things, it's already dubious. If I kill just one, I might drop below dubious into threatening, and then I can't get myself down into Kurns. Now, the reason I keep saying down into Kurns is because Kurn's Tower, a lot of people may not know this, the very bottom of Kurn's Tower is awesome for experience. A lot of people think, especially Iksar, they think, oh, when I hit level 20, I'm done with Kurns. You can actually stretch that out to about 24, 25, 26 if you go to the very basement of Kurns. And when I say the basement of Kurns, I don't just mean like, oh yeah, go down the stairs all the way, because there's like several layers of stairs. I mean, go to that little part where there's a hole in the wall, and then you go down there and you can drop really far down, and it's like a cave system. That's where I mean when I say the bottom of Kurns. Down there is where the highest level NPCs are. They are mostly skeletons. There's a few Burynai, but once again, my plan is to not mess with the Burynai, so that I can maintain my faction and I can XP there. I mean, potentially I could come back here at like level 20 and start XPing in the basement. I can't remember. I would have to go down and check. But I could check if I get Invis vs. Undead, as long as I don't botch all my faction. Okay, let's go see what's going on inside Kurns. Last I checked, it was a madhouse of people. Unfortunately, one of the things I don't like about this... What the hell? Did not expect to see a unicorn in here. Oh, my. 2 pets that look like gnomes. What the hell? Okay, anyway, unfortunately, one of the things that I do not like about when a new expansion comes out is earlier there were people being power leveled here, which, you know, power leveling is part of the game, but it kind of sucks the fun away for the players that aren't trying to power level. So using my gnome powers here, I can see through the wall, and you can see looking down, I'll stand up, that there are a bunch of Burynai down there. But there's also a bunch of, well, all we can see right now are Burynai. Over in that room where that guy is, Honeybee, there are also more skeletons. It looks like this place is pretty well camped. So one of the cool places in here that a lot of people use to XP, you come in and it's like this left-right zone in and out area. You've got one spawn there, one spawn there. You've got a bunch of wanderers in this zone, or this area, like that one, for example. You've got this room here, which has about 5 or 6 skeletons in it. It goes kind of deep. You've got 2 staircases, one there, and one there. And that's a little room there that I think has 1 skeleton, 1 Burynai in it. I should be able to see through the door without... Actually, I can use my gnome powers. Haha. Yeah, this is empty right now. There's usually 2 NPCs that spawn in here. There's the same thing down at the very end on the other side of that big staircase. And then in the middle here, it's just empty. But what you can do is, well, you can go where that guy's going. You can go in here and should be safe since he just ran in here. There's more stuff. Yeah, this all connects, basically. This connects over to that other staircase. And then this area down here, there's like 5 or 6 in this room alone. It's crazy. And this should all connect to the second staircase, which it does. Yep. That goes to the second floor, and those 2 staircases are also the only way to get up into Kurns. And there's 2 in here. Yep, 1 Burynai. Ooh, Sapper. Sounds like it could be a named. Now the good news is, besides me not being KOS to these guys, and boy, are they mean looking or what? Look at those teeth. They make that sound too. It's like the same sound as a gnoll, pretty much. Oh, you get a good view down there. Lots of Burynais. So when I was talking about that very basement, the Burynais are, those are not, that is not the very basement. Anyway, you can go up about, you can't see it from here. You can go up about 5 or 6 floors, maybe not that many, maybe like 4 or 5 in here. Ah, hell, might as well go up a little bit here since that guy's pulling. It should be cleared. Oh, there's a group up here. Interesting. And by group, I mean duo. I wish I had Invis versus Undead. So you go that way, and by the way, the stuff you're seeing on the wall, they're Iksars, which is pretty cool. That looks like some sort of Iksar, either Shaman or Warrior there on both those walls, and this one looks like, this might be Veneral Sather's son. I think his name is either Ryle or maybe it's Kurn, I don't know. Gotta look into the faction a bit more. But I like that there's this big long skeleton thing here. I'm sorry, snake, not skeleton. Lots of skeletons here. Anyway, you go that way and there's more stairs and you can go in multiple directions. And although, like, the name of this zone and just visually looking around from the entrance would indicate that this is a very upward zone. Plus, look at it from the outside. I mean, it looks like a giant tower. But really, the bulk of what's in this zone is down below. Down below. Which we can't, there's really no way to see it unless I get Invis versus Undead. And as long as I maintain my non-KOS status to Burynai. If I lose that status, I'm done. I mean, I can't ever really go into Kurns at a viable experience. So this is how you get down. But this is a cool little room. Yes, it's a see-through wall. Yep, it's a fake wall. I love those. There's a few of those in the game. They're always fun. And this is, sometimes people pull into this room, but a lot of times they just kind of use it as like a little chill out med room. Yeah, like this guy's probably just meditating. In fact, toss him a buff. Man, I really feel bad for training that shaman at the entrance. I didn't mean to root that thing right next to him. So very, very cool. Oh, is that a non-Iksar? Wow. Oh, that's the guy I saw earlier. Oh, Bard. Ugh, I don't like Bards. Sorry. Sorry if I just spent any Bards. Oh, cool. There's a thing buffing itself through the floor. And maybe I can... Oh, it's dead. So yeah, there's typically about 1 camp per floor if the zone is kind of busy. And this zone is... How many people are in here? 23, wow. It feels like there's more because everything seems like it's dead. But you get about 1 camp per floor. I mean, This might be, someone could solo this room, maybe like a level 18 monk or something could handle that room on their own. And then this opening floor that they probably typically pull from higher up a bit. But yeah, this is the part of Kern's Tower that I can show you right now safely. Soon it will not be so safe. Ooh, Greater Skeleton. Now see, I don't want to pull that because A, it's even, it'll probably kick my butt. And B, I feel like that group is pulling this area, so... Let me give this guy a buff because I feel really bad. I mean, not too bad, but just a little bit bad. Okay, let me see if I can get a young Iksar hatchling to help me out with these spells. Okay, I have run down here from Kurns. That's a great shot at Kurns right there. It doesn't really feel like it goes up that high when you're in there, like even when you're at the top, but maybe it kind of does. Okay, so when you come down, that little ramp loops around, and then you're in this big desert area. You can go left or right. This pit, which I think is where the Field of Bone name comes from, is where like a lot of the exping happens in this zone. People will sit around these various ramps, and there's ramps all around this. It's kind of cool. It's like the middle of the zone. It's almost like an arena, like a what do they call it? Not Viking, like the Roman arena thing. That's where you go down to do battle, and you've got all these different ramps here that'll get you down there. And my goal here is to get to one specific ramp. Oh, he's a warrior. Oh, I'll give him a buff anyway. He's gonna try and get so. There's one specific ramp among all the different ramps that is called newbie ramp, or noob ramp, something like that. And it's where all the young Iksarlings pretty much come of age. Now, interestingly, the Iksars have 4 newbie zones. Like, you know how the gnomes, we've got Steamfun Mountains and the various other races, like the Wood Elves have Greater Fadar. Iksars get kind of lucky, and it's really not luck, it's designed that way. Oh, let me grab that guy. I mean, might as well grab a little blues while I can, right? Just gotta be careful here. I don't have a so I can't really put myself at too much risk. Oh, come on. Damn it. Wish that spell had better range. There are a couple things here that aren't KOS. Like, I think those spiders there are not KOS. Yeah, bone binders. And there's, like, lower level versions of those. Just like with all the skeletons. Now, the eagle-eyed among you, if you haven't played this game in a while, or ever, may have noticed... Where is he? Oh, there he is. That this skeleton looks different from the skeletons that I fought in... Looks different from the skeletons that I fought in Steamfun and pretty much just anywhere else on North. And that's one of the things I like about this expansion. They did a really good job with trying to make it feel different than the old world, which is like, you know, Antonica, Fador. They gave the skeletons in this expansion, all of them, with the exception of like a couple named, they gave them the Iksar appearance. So they got the Iksar skull, they got a tail. I think that's pretty cool. What they didn't do, and everyone has talked about this, we all wish that they made it so that Iksar Shadow Knights and Necros, their pets were Iksar skeletons instead of regular human skeletons. I mean, that makes the most sense, right? Like, they're on Kunark, they're from Kunark, they are Iksar. They didn't do that, they didn't add that little touch, which would have been nice. But, at least we got Iksar skeletons. Ooh, handmade backpack, wow. That's not bad. I almost have 30 plat, but I want to buy my spells. So that's kind of why I'm over here. Let me destroy that, because I don't want to get encumbered. So, I want to run to that newbie ramp that I mentioned, and I really wish I had so to do this. That right there, I think I ran past that to get here. That is a dungeon for like 30s and 40s. Called Kesora. It's okay. Maybe I'll go there someday. The problem is, you fight there, you lose faction with Venerable Sather, which is important for many reasons. Okay, so that right there is newbie ramp, I think. Wait, is it? No, it's that one. I mean, it's scary as hell. Like, they got level 15s walking around here, or whatever the marauders are. I have found it's very difficult to run across this area. Bandit, eh? So the good thing about those bandits... Ooh, giant scorpion. Now, I can't remember... I remember those giant scorpions, they say scowl, but I think there was some sort of bug where they never actually attacked you. Like, it just says scowl, but if you get close to them, they won't actually attack. That may not be the case on this server. I don't want to risk it right now. I am curious, though. Back to these Iksar bandits and marauders. Pretty much all the exiled Iksar. They are really good to kill for one specific reason. You can actually gain faction with the Iksar city, Cabilis. Now, it's a long, painful journey to get there, but you can do it. You do it by killing a bunch of those. This is one way to do it. Kill a bunch of exiled Iksar until you eventually... In fact, I think I have some faction up here that I got earlier. Okay, here it is. So, Legion of Cabilis, those are the guards that wander. Well, that's some of the guards that wander. That's the warrior guards that wander. Does not count the Shadow Knight guards that wander. Brood of Cotiz, I think that might be the Necro Guild, but I'm not certain. And the Forsaken is just all the different Iksars that are exiled, like the Marauders, the Bandits, some of these are called like Footpads or something. No, those are both Marauders. So, you eventually get enough faction with the Legion of Cabilis. There's a guy in this zone, an Iksar, who you can turn in bone chips to. For, yes, experience, but also for faction with all the other Iksar factions, except the Shaman Guild. That's the one that's the hardest. But if you turn in enough... First you gotta kill enough of these, then you turn in enough bone chips, and you can eventually be non-KOS inside the Iksar city. What I was saying earlier, the Iksars have 4 starting zones. I would say only 2 of them are viable as, like, newbie areas. I would say Field of Bone, definitely. This is the most popular one by far. And I would also say Lake of Eloman. Now, Lake of Eloman is a little bit more geared toward, like, level... maybe, like, level 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit higher. It's good, though. It's just a nice, plain, open zone that you can see and pull, and it's safe and easy. Worslick Wood and Swamp of No Hope, which I ran through to get here, I don't think those are any good as newbie zones. The swamp, there's a lot of swimming, and stuff creeps up on you really easily. It's dangerous, it's hard, it's easy to get lost. It's just not worth the effort. Worslick Woods is just, like, very easy to get lost in. Totally not worth it. Because the trees are so thick, it's not worth it. I mean, maybe I could get, Iksar faction eventually. Maybe I could ask this guy. You would think that a spellcasting class would be most likely to try and help me out here because they would want money to afford their spells. But let's see. I don't see many people here. This is the popular ramp though. And there's plenty of people in this zone. Let's see. Maybe I just pick someone at random here. How about that guy? That guy's LFG. So I figure if I give him like a few plat, it'll pay for the spells and then some, and he can just keep the change. He might be interested. A malicious skeleton, wow. Oh, let me get a faction hit. Oh, damn it, I missed it. Oh, he said sure. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll tell him. Oh, here he is. Should be enough. Okay, now let's see if he's able to Let's see if the whole player-to-player relationship, marketplace, whatever, is actually any good. Put a little buff on his way. Alright. I'll be back when I get my answer. Alright, this guy looks like he delivered. You got Expulse Undead, Bind Affinity, Invis to Undead, Healing. Heck yeah! Thank you, sir. Now, there are... I gotta remember, I can't even scribe these yet. I can aspire to scribe them shortly. Let me just make sure. So, these are like the main spells at level 14. There's a couple small ones that I don't really care about now. I'll get them later. It's like Endure, Cold, or Disease, or something like that. I'm not really concerned. I'll get those later. I mean, he could have gotten them for me, but I didn't want to bother him with all that. There are two key Cleric spells that I can't get from Cabilis, and that is... One is a hit point buff, it's Cleric only, and one is a... Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a nuke. I think it's... Is it Smite? It might be Smite. It's the upgrade to Fuhrer. So, the hit point buff is my first in the symbol line of spells, which stacks with this line of spells. Center, Courage, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be a good one, because it'll stack. So I can cast that on top of this. It will require a Regent, though, which I think is Cat's Eye Gate at this level. So in order to cast it, every single time I cast it, it uses a Regent, which I have to buy from a merchant. So typically a Cleric will carry like a stack or two of those in preparation for a group, or even solo if you plan on taking a lot of hits. So that's that was really cool. I can't believe this guy was able to get them all for me. I mean, I can believe it, but you never know. Looks like I gave him enough plat. Alright, let's see if I can get myself back inside of Kurns, hit this level, and maybe get to scribe some of these spells. Alright, I am back in Fob, Feel the Bone, and for the uninitiated... Oh, why am I so slow? Oh, walking. You can run around the outside. It's actually safe over here. Like, when I need to just sit in med for a while, I go out here. I mean, it's safe from enemies, pretty much. You can still fall. Quite a long way, in fact. But you can go around the whole thing, and... using my gnome vision, I can see there's some sort of altar in there. I wonder if that was ever meant to be accessed. Actually, I wonder if... One thing I was wondering earlier is, does it ever rain in this zone? It always feels so bright. Apparently the answer is yes, it can rain in the Field of Bone. So I'm about to ding, so I'm going to head into Kurns and ding real quick. And I feel kind of bad. I asked that guy who I asked to go into Cabilis. Ooh, a troll. 13 Shaman, interesting. I asked that guy who went into Cabilis to get those spells for me. I asked him, I was like, hey, did you make much of a profit from the plat I gave you? And he was like, about 2 plat. I was hoping it would be more. I'll show you quickly another safe area. Safe in terms of mobs don't wander over here. And I'm hoping this guy will ding me. Oh, come on. Right after I said that? No, someone must have rooted him. No! Yeah, someone did root him. Me. Okay, never mind what I said about this being a safe area. Apparently not. So what I've done is I've strategically positioned myself here just outside of the range of the scale bone. Oh, it's so annoying. See, I gotta get just outside the range. Come on. I got a little bit more XP off camera. Mostly in Field of Bone, actually. Oh, come on. We don't need to be hearing those sounds. Let's make this easy. Oh, before I ding, which I might not. Nope, I won't ding. Okay, well, no need to hurry then. I'm gonna have to train this. Dude, why are you sitting right there? You're supposed to be on the other side. The other side is the safe side. That's the train side. Oh, I like that you can see through the zone line onto the other side. I did not know that. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Oh, look. Oh, you know what? Now it's still raining, but it's kind of bright. Oh, now it's getting gray. I wonder if that's like a zoning thing. Okay, well, you're typically safe here. You're safer if you sit around the side. Really surprised that didn't ding me. I mean, I'm really close here. So just in case, I'll do 299, 296, although I think I'm past the point of my AC going up just from dinging. I don't know if that's ever a thing, actually. I think I was only checking because it was going up from my buff center. Okay. Let's see here. So this still needs to go up. I think 70 is, yeah, 70's got to be my max right now. Soon to be 75. So your skills go up by 5 every level. I don't think I talked about this. Your skills go up by 5 every level, with the exception of, like, when I say go up, I mean the cap goes up. But the cap for something like swimming or sense heading, they're automatically, like, uncapped, pretty much. I just realized you can make a hotkey from this. That's so cool. Obviously only for things that are hotkeyable. Which is, I think, nothing else in here. Except for sense heading. Other classes get more things that are hotkeyable. I get dodge at 15. But what I want to do is, when I ding... Oh, look at that. I got 4 full stacks. When I ding, I want to scribe these spells and do a little exploring in Kurns. Maybe I try to go up. I mean, I could go down, and I don't really have anything to worry about thanks to my Burynai faction. But it's still riskier down there. Everything's just a little bit tighter. I'm really not used to seeing this zone like this. Like, all gray and sad. So, someone just zoned out. Was it? Oh, he already zoned back in. Interesting. Oh, come on. Now this is fading. When someone zones out and they're like super low hit points, that's usually a sign that there was a massive train. I mean, it could just be... The fact that multiple people zoned out and they were all lower on hit points tells you there was probably a train. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh, someone's not happy about there being a gnome here. This troll out of character asking if there are any neutral vendors around here, and I'm gonna guess the answer is no. And I assume what he's talking about... Oh, by the way, someone gave me like a really low level strength buff from a shaman. It's not that big a deal. I don't feel the need to click it off. I think the closest neutral vendor is in the over there, I would guess. Which for him, he could already use the over there as like a regular. Yeah, he doesn't need it. I mean, this is one of the downsides of coming to Kunark at really at any level, like if you're a non-porting class. You're just stuck without a vendor. And so you got a bunch of crap piling up in your inventory and you can't sell it. It sucks. That's why most players don't come here until a certain level. Oh, when I was here last night, off camera, I held down that entire area in there. It was awesome. I'm not saying I held it down, like, sufficiently fast, but I did hold it down. Anyone in here? Yep. Just another Thursday. I would like to... Ooh, maybe that one. Even con? Well, it'll definitely ding me. Yeah, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. Looks like it's solo. With any even con, you always want to just burn them down as fast as possible. Just nuke, nuke, nuke. Don't even worry about your melee. Your melee is a bonus. Oh, come on. I need full lands here. Full lands. Come on. You're gonna ding me, you bastard. Get set up. Come on. Boom! Whew. Alright, get my 2 bone chips. And that was level 13. That's how I did level 13. How'd you do level 13? Okay, so what are we at? 299 went up to 318. So it's going up about 19 on level. I think that's standard. I wonder if that changes at any point. I don't expect the AC to change. Meditate. And let's get those spells scribed. Scribing new spells. Is there any better feeling than scribing new spells? Knowing that you've got at least 2 that you can't scribe. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Now, I do think it's probably worth at this point. Oh, definitely got to try this one out. It's probably worth at this point. Oh, I'll need this one for sure. Keeping another heal up. Since I just cast that spell, I guess I'll keep light healing up. Yeah, we've officially reached the point of the Cleric journey where I have more than 1 heal memorized at a time. And hell, I'm missing a bunch of hit points right now. Let's see what it does. So we're going from... Okay, so it used a lot more mana. And it healed a lot more hit points. It says, you feel much better. See, it used to say... What did it used to say? You feel better. It used to say you feel better. Now it says you feel much better. That's just one of the perks of being a cleric. I don't think shamans or druids get that healing spell. I think for druids it's 19 and shamans it's 24. But that it could be 19 for both. They definitely don't get it at 14. And I also now have the ability to bind myself anywhere I want to. Which is amazing. And like I said, there are some like very rare exceptions to that. Okay, my divination's probably crap. Yeah, it's really, oh my god, it's bad. But let's just see how invisibility versus undead works. So, parentheses, oh no, they won't appear around my name. Interesting, I thought they would. I guess that's only if you're seeing someone that's invisible. Okay, we'll start by going down. So you got this door here. This is like, this is what I think a lot of people think when they think of Kurns. They think of this downstairs area. And this guy can't see me because I have invisibility versus undead and he's undead. Yeah. There's so many Burynai down here. It's, I mean, if you don't have Burynai faction, you're just really in a bad place down here. I mean, unless you're in a pretty good group, but I just don't think it's worth it. If you're in a group that's just rolling, I guess you're pulling anything. Look, there's no one even down here. Because everyone has crap Burynai faction, that's why. They didn't watch my video where I told them not to get crap Burynai. Actually, I think that Iksars, and maybe this is true of like all the evil races, I think they naturally start with bad Iksar faction. Or bad Burynai faction. And the other good thing is, oh, see, that's what you want to avoid. There's some real interesting stuff down there. And no, if you're wondering, you cannot make that jump. I mean, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Even with so, I don't think you can. And I'm lost, by the way. Yeah, I think that you start with bad Burynai faction. If you're an evil race, I could be wrong about that. I saw a lot of Iksar in Field of Bone fighting. This is what the downstairs part of Kurns looks like. And I say downstairs because I don't mean the basement. The basement is like down that hole that I saw. That hole, oh, I like this. They hide one behind this pillar. That's awesome. The basement is like truly a basement. This is in a weird area. This feels like there could be a named in here. Because, like, why is there this much space and why does it all lead to this? Oh, interesting. There's a little peep area up there. Maybe there's not a named here. just looks like a special area. Yeah, this is where you could look down. So this is a big chunk of what people think of when they think of Kurns. A lot of people think of the upstairs, which I'd like to, if I can remember how to get out of here. I mean, I'm legit lost right now. But just remember, when people, oh yeah, oh my god, we're talking about some high, it's not that high. Oh, I remember this area. There's a name that spawns around here that people try to kill. Hey, look, there's someone here. Interesting. In fact, I think he's got, yeah, he's got, oh no, that's not. There's a special item that drops down here. I'm not killing anything down here. First of all, don't have the mana for it. Second, it's just not worth accidentally aggroing. But if you pull a skeleton, it will not aggro the Burynai. That's the good news. So there could be a skeleton standing right next to a Burynai, it will not aggro. Wow, we got some reds down here. This is like legit. This is like legit glad that I have Burynai faction. Feeble as it is, dubious. I am straight up lost. I'm trying to get back up. I don't know how to get back up. But if you go down that hole, and in fact, there's another hole around here. It's like in one of these little cubbies. No? Is it in here? No. Is it behind me? Oh, it's in one of these. Oh! It's scary down here. Where's that hole? Is it in here? Yeah. Shoot, I don't know. I thought it was in here. I thought it was one of these. Oh my god, it's scary that there's reds down here. That would attack me. Because these Burynais thankfully will not attack me. Okay. Oh my gosh. How the hell do I get out of here? Maybe I can look through the wall. This is crazy. It's so easy to get lost down here. I mean, the map for this area is just insane. Like, it's not something you're gonna easily memorize. Anything that's up, I take as a good sign, because I'm trying to go up ultimately. Whew. Okay, that one's green, which is actually a good sign. It might mean that I'm close to. Okay, so that's where, like, dropping down there is where I talked about where there's like some good hunting for like level 20 to 24-ish. But I'm not going to go down there right now. Come on, where is the damn exit? Maybe it's one of those things where you got to go down to get up. It's like the opposite of the Cool J song. Hello, Cool J? No, Coolio. Got to get up to get down. Where am I? Maybe up here? Okay, so maybe I should title this episode Getting Lost in Kurns right after you ding. The fact that my invis hasn't faded yet is a damn miracle. Not that it would really matter because the Burynai to skeleton ratio down here definitely favors the Burynai. And anyone who thinks I'm mispronouncing that name of like a fake animal, it's basically a badger, must really hate this part. Come on, how do I get out of here? This looks like, wait, I think it's right here. Yes, okay. Whew, doors are a good sign. Oh, thank God. Okay, so this is back to the main level. Yep. Okay, so now let's go up a little bit. Let's take a little tour here because I think I'm gonna be gone soon. I think I should this room, but it's a Burynai and a skeleton when the skeleton's up. Okay, so you go up here. Oh, there's a group, kind of. A duo, a trio. I'll go around them. Some cool art on the wall that I think all kind of harkens back to Venerable Sather, who's like sort of a. Ooh. Oh, does that guy need help? Yeah, he's fine. Oh, he said hail, so I guess I'll hail. Wasa. So this is where my group was the other day. right in this room. And I think this is ultimately the way up. But this, oh god. I know I have invis up, but it just all looks so scary. I think this might be the top room. And this is like all skeletons once you get up this high. This is like the top room right here. Yep. I'm deathly afraid that my invis is gonna fade, but this is what the top room looks like. There's an area that's like caved off, you can't get there. There's actually a few of them. There's some sort of weird name that spawns up here. It's like a mini Burynai. Got some tables. It's a cool little area, but that's like the top floor. Top shelf. And okay, someone's doing some killing here. Does this connect to that top area? Let's find out. This looks like it connects to the other side. Ooh, we have a death. Oh, cool, we got some rooms. Oh, okay. What's behind this door? Some high-level mobs. Well, we gotta see what's over here. I think this connects to where I was. Another room with a bunch of skeletons and beds. Why would there be beds here if it's just skeletons? It's part of the lore. It's part of the mystery. Oh, it feels so good to be able to invis against these guys. And this all connects to where I just was. Right, this is the room. Yeah. It's up there. Okay. So this is Kurns. I think that gives a pretty good overview. I will say that the only area I can't really go to right now is that very downstairs area. But look, let's say that you... Well, actually, let me go up here. Let's say you're in a... Oh my god. There's a lot going on here. Oh, this all just leads back up to here. Okay. Let's say you're up here and the shit hits the fan. You're really not that far from the zone line. Like, you start running, and you go down these stairs, and you jump down this hole, and boom, you're at the zone line. So really, you can get out of this zone pretty quickly. It's one of the benefits. Oh, I'm already gone, bro. Sorry. So you look at Kurns and you think, oh, this is one of those zones that like you just keep going up. But really, the highest level stuff in that zone is in that basement, like down that hole that you saw. There's at least two ways to get down there. The one that's like in the middle of the floor is one way, and then there's one that's hidden in a wall. Maybe not a wall, but like it's in one of those little cubbies, and then it's in like a back wall. It's like in Shawshank Redemption. It's a weird comparison, but in the little room in Shawshank, or the cell where the guy carves out the hole, it's like that. Okay, so I'm kind of debating what to do at level 14. I could obviously stay in Kurns, but I've spent 2 levels here. I think that's plenty. I'm thinking about going to Oasis, which if I do that, it might make the most sense to not gate and run back through the over there and then take the boat that goes right to Oasis. So I'm thinking about that, but we'll see. For now, Jane's out, level 13 down, level 14. I'll talk about more spells later.